So hello everybody and welcome to week 4 of the Foundation in Online Art Therapy. This week we are going to be looking at filming videos, creating content for social media, your website, courses, equipment, editing and platforms. And so this was a huge deal for me when I transitioned to working online. I really find it's an incredible way, as I've stated in the past, to create relationship with people. You know, it's very different when we go on somebody's website and we're scrolling through and there's information and photos. And we want to meet people face to face. And especially at this time in the pandemic, we need to meet people face to face. And one of the ways that we can do that is through video. And I know this seems incredibly scary and intense and all these things. And we're going to look at some of these issues today, but it's such a powerful way to create connection. So before you throw it out the window and say, I don't want to create videos, that's not who I am or what I want to offer, please just really consider this as an incredibly effective way to create relationship with people who potentially will become your clients. And we can use it in so many ways. We might have it as an introduction video on our website. We might use it for social media if we're running a project, if we've got a group, if we're doing courses. And it's been, a really eye-opening and amazing experience for me, which I hope I can share with each of you. So let's dive in. So one of the most essential things I found in connecting to people in my business has been creating videos. This starts to build a relationship with clients before they even meet you. So it's really, really essential. So, and I love this quote, and it feels very appropriate for doing video making, especially where you're videoing yourself. So only if you find peace within yourself will you find true connection with others. And part of making videos is about finding peace in yourself. You know, there's so often that we have judgments on ourselves. We don't like the way we look. We're very critical. And I found that it was an incredible process for me of self-love and connection to myself. And actually going from being like, oh, this isn't right. And, you know, it's not good enough. And having to do like 50 takes. I didn't really do 50, but you know what I mean. Well, having to do a lot of takes and then just try and find, well, what I realized is that most of the time, my best energy comes when I first record a video because I'm fresh, I'm pumped up, I'm alive, I'm happy, you know. And when you've taken like 10 takes, the energy starts to wane a bit. And so I always find even if it's mistakes that you make in your first take, it is often the most potent and powerful. But, you know, please be my guest and explore it. So yeah, finding that peace within, and then you're really able to connect with others because it's not about being perfect. It really is about us just finding the good enough within ourselves. And it's almost those imperfections that actually draw people to us. The other thing is to be relaxed and to be calm in your being and to just really sink into who you are and offer your gifts to the world. I'm going to be jumping all over the place in this, I think. So how to make a video. So videos can be made on your phone, your iPad, your computer, virtually any device you have that will record video. And I recommend using a tripod, good lighting, and a microphone. And it's amazing how poor sound quality can affect how a video is viewed. And so right now I'm actually making this video on my computer. I am actually using Zoom to record it so I can have the video of myself and I can also share the screen with you and record it. So that's also a really amazing way if you want to create more kind of information-based videos or you want to have presentations with them, do webinars. So this is a great way to be able to record. So what device to use? And again, I'm on my, maybe I'll just come up into this corner for a minute. So you can use a computer and you can film in Zoom like I'm doing right now. You can use Loom, which is very similar. And so that's an app which records it. When you've seen me with a little circle, that's when I've been using Loom, and it does like a screen record. You can also use QuickTime, or you can go directly into iMovie, and that's for people who have Macs. So For Windows users, because I'm not familiar with the software, it will be up to you to research this. But I think you'll be able to use Zoom, Loom, and QuickTime all in Windows. So you can also use a phone. And so this requires a tripod, a mic, and can trim. You can actually trim in most editors. So when you go to review your video, you can actually already edit it down. And so that can be really useful if you don't want to edit it and you just want to put something up on your Instagram, on your website, and you don't want to add music or titles or anything like that, or images within the video, then you are welcome to just trim it and post it. You can also create on an iPad. So this also requires a mic, and you can trim it in Photos and move it directly into iMovie. You can also actually directly record into iMovie, which is a really useful function because it just allows you to just really quickly be able to do these things. And that's really what I want the stage to get you to, is being able to make quick, bite-sized videos that are authentic, professional, and show who you are as an art therapist and how you can help your clients. So lighting is so important. I'm going to give you an example right now. I'm going to turn off the light that I have. Okay, so this is what it would normally look like. So yes, you can see my face, but it doesn't look as professional as when I turn on this light and I position it in a way that makes my face illuminated, that you can see me. So you might want to use natural lighting, a happy light, or a ring light. We've talked about this in the equipment list. And the most important thing is to be well lit. Like, that's not just in a session, but that's particularly important for when we do our videos, because we want people to be able to see us. We want to be able to look professional and be able to give clear ideas by having our faces illuminated. I'm moving around today. So background and appearance. So think about what you want in the shot. Remember, we used to have before that we would have a studio and we would be in it, and that would be our environment, and that would be the container. Now we are working within this square. And so we're really thinking about what we want. Sometimes I think I want some art in the background. Other times I'm really happy with just having a white background. I also have this window. So sometimes I have the curtain shut, or sometimes I'll tilt my screen so it's just completely white. It really depends. And I've also used other things in the background depending on who my audience are. Like, if I want to connect with people who are more spiritual, then I might have those kind of objects in the background. If I want to really attract artists in, I might have more paintings. So really thinking about the background that you want to use in videos, but also when you are Zooming clients. So remember, we are creating the environment that will impact our client. Think about your board. Think about your color scheme. What are you wearing? What message does that convey to who you're working with? So always thinking about that. Always like, really, yeah, do I want to include colors that I've included in my board? Do I want to show up in a professional way? Do I want to wear makeup? Do I want to do my hair? Do I want to wear earrings? And as I said before, be really careful with earrings, because when I wear them, they often will clink. And as you can hear, that affects the microphone. So I don't recommend that, but just what is going to help you attune to your client's energy, but also be yourself. Like, we don't want to change who we are. We want to be ourselves. And, we want to also really know who our client is and how they're going to respond to our appearance.